Now, homes abroad. For years, Spain has been the most popular place to buy. Around 750,000 Britons have moved there and done wonders, by the way, for the Spanish economy, with a boom in building and investment. However, in one of the most popular regions in Spain, thousands of Brits are finding their homes under threat, and there's absolutely nothing they can do about it.
Rolling hills, spectacular scenery, from sophisticated Seville to the tourist magnet of Malaga. This is Andalusia, the region of southern Spain that Brits have made their own. Thousands have come to live here, to work and retire. But for some, the paradise they dreamed of is crumbling.
It burns you out. You argue over the least little thing. I blame myself because I'm the one who made the ultimate decision to come to the sun.
When Bruce Hobday's house was built 4 years ago, the developers assured him they had all the right planning permissions.
We crossed the T's and dotted the I's with everything. Several emails a day sometimes, and getting those positive answers back from the lawyer and from the builder and from the estate agent.
But after he moved in, the Spanish police came knocking. They said the permissions he'd been told about didn't exist. They were planning to prosecute his builder and call in the bulldozers.
Well, the word demolition just came as a shock, horror, whatever, because we realised that, you know, they were talking about us and our homes.
There was worse to come. The electricity company told Bruce his builder had connected him up illegally and cut off the supply. Bruce and his neighbours now share a generator for just 12 hours a day.
In the winter it's very, very cold. The houses are not built for the warmth, but it's the cost of diesel that is crippling us, and that has gradually risen in price over the last few months.
The Hobdays are among thousands of British families whose homes have now been declared illegal. For more than a decade, they flocked to Spain, following their dream of a place in the sun. Spanish builders, lawyers and estate agents welcomed them, and local mayors who give planning permission were only too happy to oblige. But now it's emerged that some of the approved developments were on rustic or farming land, which is forbidden. And in many cases, lawyers and even mayors failed to inform the regional government. You see, you can have as much paperwork as you like signed by your mayor, but unless you've informed your regional government, it's all worthless. They've just declared thousands of new homes in Spain to be illegal and have even ordered some to be demolished. But are these just hollow threats, or will they really bulldoze people's homes? Helen and Len Pryor know the answer. This is where their house once stood.
Hi, Helen. Hello there, fine.
Nice to meet you. They moved here in 2003. 5 years later, this happened. The demolition men moved in one morning in 2008 and flattened their home before their eyes.
Len went to make coffee. We had no water and no electricity. And when we investigated, they'd taken the meters away early in the morning. And outside the gates here, you know, there were just policemen everywhere.
JCBs everywhere.
So they were just ready to come in and just demolish your house?
Yes, they were.
The couple had received warnings that their home had been built illegally, but they'd appealed against that decision and were waiting for it to be heard in court. That didn't matter to the regional government. They gave the Pryors just a few hours to move their belongings. As far as you were concerned, had you done everything by the book?
Exactly. Absolutely everything.
Last year, a court in Madrid accepted that their house had been wrongly demolished. It ordered their local town hall to provide them with alternative accommodation, but the couple are still fighting for compensation.
I go to bed angry, I wake up in the morning angry, I spend my whole life like this. Being angry has kept me sane.
Why are you both still here?
We did nothing wrong. We have got to fight, and Len and I will fight with walking sticks and Zimmer frames if necessary.
The case has become famous across Spain. The fact that it may be repeated has caused outrage, both here and in the European Parliament.
As a national of Spain, I am ashamed to see what's going on in my country. And I have big concern for the future of the Spanish tourism business.
Marta Andreasen is an MEP for the southeast of England.
Well, the Spanish government should recognise the rights of the people who acquired the houses in good faith. And in the case where the houses have to be demolished because of environmental issues, then they should be compensated fairly.
Although the regional government of Andalusia has already got one demolition wrong, it hasn't stopped it pressing ahead with plans for more. Recently, it's been sending letters to other British families who, until now, believed their homes were safe. Some people are finding those letters are the end of a very long legal process, a process about which they knew nothing. You see, whilst their homes were being fought over in the Spanish courts for years, no one thought to tell them what was happening until it was too late.
Well, we had all our paperwork. We didn't expect it to happen to us.
We've done everything that we could know to be right, to be legal, to not hide anything at all.
Christine and Noel Payne moved into their Spanish home in 2003. For 6 years, and without their knowledge, the regional government and the local town hall had been arguing in court over whether the building broke the planning laws. They've now been told that it did, and that it will have to be torn down.
If you see the police or a bulldozer anywhere as you're going away into the town, you panic, and it just takes all your normal way of living away. We couldn't understand how that could go for 6 years without being told anything that was going on. I don't understand how that can happen.
Many of the British families here could only buy their property after selling up at home and putting all their savings towards their new purchase. If the bulldozers do move in, they'll lose everything. And recently, the threat of demolition got even closer for people living in this region of Spain whose houses have been declared illegal. Not only have they been let down by their local mayor, now the regional government could pull down their homes in just 1 month. It's what the Spanish newspapers are calling express demolition. This fast-track process is designed to stop new illegal development springing up. But those who've lived here for years fear it could be applied retrospectively, meaning their own homes could be earmarked for express demolition.
Our concern is that it's not clear in the text whether that can be applied to illegal houses of long standing. And it has not been unknown for the governments in this area to act hastily in the demolition of houses.
While Spain remains the favourite destination for British expats, the outlook's far from sunny for some of those who've moved here. They've been hit by the financial crisis, rising unemployment, negative equity, and now the threat of demolition. For them, the Spanish dream could soon turn to dust.